Hello guys, welcome to my promised video where I'm going to show you my settings and other stuff. I divided this video in 6 chapters. Chapter 1 is my PC specs. Chapter 2 is setup and hardware. Chapter 3 is programs. Chapter 4 is Aimtrainers. Chapter 5 is my in-game settings. And last but not least, Chapter 6, recording and editing. Let's start with chapter 1. This is going to be the shortest chapters of all, because I don't really know much about hardware, and my PC has an NVIDIA GTX 1080 Zotac Extreme, an Intel 7 6700K, and 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, here we go with chapter 2. This includes my whole setup, and we're gonna start with my monitors. My main monitor is a Dell S2522HG. It comes with 1 millisecond Full HD and 240 Hz. My second monitor is the Dell S2417DG. It also comes with 1 millisecond, but a resolution of 2K and 165 Hz. As my headset, I'm using the Logitech Pro X. So nothing special, I really like it. And yeah, next one. My keyboard is the SK61. It's a 60% keyboard. I customized it, so I changed the switches. I got now red Gateron switches. I also use HyperX padding keycaps, so the RGB is better to see. And I also installed noise cancelling foam. My microphone is the Marantz MPM 2000U. It's an USB microphone, and I think it sounds pretty good. I'm using it right now, so you can hear it. Okay, now we come to the long-awaited mouse pads, I guess. I combine it with the mice. So right now, as you can see, I'm using a SkyPad 3.0 XL in collaboration with UKAIM. I don't want to go that much in depth with the mouse pads, because I just want the video as short as possible. And yeah, I really like it. It's, in my opinion, way better than the 2.0, but that's, I guess, also personal preference. And yeah. Currently I'm using the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. I think that's how it is called. It's a really basic mouse, I think. Out of the package, it's very comfortable, easy to handle. Before I used the Endgame Gear XM1R. Sadly, it got broke. But yeah, so I had to switch my mouse and bought this one. Okay, but we're not done yet with the mouse pads. I also own a desk pad with the measurements of 1500 by 800, so it fits to my whole desk. Before I mained the SkyPad 3.0 UKAIM edition, I mained the SkyPad 2.0 XL in black. I also own the SkyPad 2.0 in the small size. I don't know what it is. It's L. I don't know. But the small version in white. As you can see on the picture, I also own 2 artisan mousepads. The red one is the Artisan here in mid, and the black one under it is the FX0 in soft. To the left you can also see with the pink color the GameSense radar. It is a very good mousepad. I would say, also my opinion and personal preference, it is way better for shooters than the Artisan mousepads. The quality and just how the mouse feels on this pad is way better, in my experience, than the Artisan pads. So I would say if you play a lot of tactical shooters and want to buy a new mousepad, go with the GameSense radar and yeah, enjoy it. So many people on Twitter asked me how to get low input delay and high FPS. First of all, of course, it depends on what PC specs do you have. I also have to say that I tweaked my PC for Corvex and Valorant. I overclocked my CPU to 4.6 GHz and set my CPU timings correctly. Then there's also the operating system you use. I don't use the default Windows. I use Kirby OS, but I have to say, in my opinion, Kirby OS is way more responsive and feels way smoother than GG OS. Basically, Kirby OS is a very optimized and stripped down Windows version. If you're gonna reinstall Windows with Kirby OS, you will definitely notice a very clear difference in the input delay, also in the FPS area. I won't show how to install it. Below in the video description you will find all the links how to install it and how you can tweak it a bit. Let's start with the first program. It's called Process Lasso. Simply said, the program is an advanced task manager. You can set up many things, but we will only focus on one thing, and that is the priority of the CPUs. You really can't do anything wrong with this program. If you download and install it, just copy my settings. Once you have copied the settings, you can close the program on the top right. And it will continue to run in the background. Also, it starts automatically with the Windows startup. So I forgot something to say. If you open the program, you installed it and now you did open the program. It should look something like this. Go to active processes and you have Valorant to be opened. So you start Valorant, you are in the main menu. By the way, the new act started. And it should power up here somewhere. Active processes, and there should be Valorant Win64 shipping. You have to right click it and then go through the settings. You can also go to all processes and do it for the Valorant.x. So do it for Valorant Win64 Shipping X and Valorant X. We don't have to set up anything more, but if you still want to know what you can do here, I have linked a video for you down below in the video description. And I would like to point out once again that the operating system that you are using is one of the most important things. Now we come to the second program called Raw Excel. I won't go into the program in more depth here either, because I simply can't explain it stupidly. Said with this program you can change your mouse speed in curves. So depending on personal preference, you can adjust the curves to your gameplay and aiming style. I also linked a video down below how to set up this. Today, however, we will focus on the point of rotation. Since I don't want to steal any video ideas here, I've also linked the explanation down below from Kovacs. And please take your time and watch the videos to set up the programs correctly. I've been using this program for about 3 months now, and even without using this program, I've noticed that I've improved my horizontally aim. But I have to say, I don't just hop into Valorant or Kovacs and play and yeah, I improve. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and to finally perfection it. So this right here is the program, and as I told you, we only focus on the rotation, and this is my sweet spot for me to aim perfectly horizontally. It's -1.1, but you have to find your sweet spot for that. So if you watch the video linked down below, you can try it by yourself and find your personal sweet spot. Okay, chapter 5, I guess. Chapter 5 should be, yeah. Aimtrainers. I do this every day, at least for 1 hour if I have the time. First of all, let's go through my settings. I play on sensitivity scale Quake source on 46 centimeters, 800 dpi. FOV is also Quake and source. Unlimited game FPS. Keybinds nothing special. Weapons, you can also copy this and give it a try. Video, full HD, 240 Hz, everything low. Enable plus boost on the low latency. My visuals. I didn't change the sounds. My UI. My own playlist. It focuses on horizontal aim and small dots. I'm gonna put the share code down below in the description, so you can copy this. And if you go to online playlists, you click on enter share code and enter this. Go to search, and it should pop up in your online playlist somewhere. Masterclass aim. And then you can give it a try. It's focused on small flicks, small dots, and go through all of these to show you. There are also large flicks, extra small flicks to get the precision. More targets. More in-depth aim training. Bigger and smaller. Here you have to hold your mouse button and go from target to target. Or let's say spray transfers, etc. And again, smaller dots, small flicks, and flicks over long distance. Yeah, this should be it with the Aimtrainer. I'm bored. I play every scenario, like tracking and so on. But if I want to warm up for Valorant or just want to train and focus really hard on my aim, I play these. I also play extra small scenarios, like where you have to be very precise. This should be it for Covex. Let's switch to the last chapter. So we are nearly at the end, and I want to show you my in-game settings and what I changed in the game user settings. First of all, right click on it, properties, and compatibility. Make sure to check full screen optimization disable. Then click on high DPI settings and check the high DPI scaling. So the next one, Windows key plus R, app data, local, scroll down where you find VALORANT, saved, config, and now there should be a folder with some letters and numbers. It could be that you have a lot of folders from this, or what we're doing now through all these other folders. Open this folder, go to Windows, and there you see game user settings.ini. You right click it, properties, and if it's written only checked, uncheck it, apply, OK. Now you can open it, scroll down where you find scalability groups, and set everything to 0. Everything except the resolution quality. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can also go down by this. I would say at least the maximum you should go is like 85. But I recommend just to stay on the 100. Then you can close it. Oh, first of all, save, close it, right click again, properties, and check now the written only. Check it, and you're good to go. Okay, now we are in game. As the enemy highlight color, I use the yellow, the first one. My sensitivity, I play on 800 dpi, 0.278, and my scope sensitivity multiplier is 0.82. I don't play with a raw input buffer, because I think for me it feels like it's not my raw aim. It's not good for me. Maybe for you it works, but not for me. My map settings, 1.2, zoom 0.839, put it on 8.4, it's a little bit easier. Vision cones on, so I see where my dumb teammates looking at. I play on left hand. Blood on, corpses off, network buffering on minimum. My controls. I have every ability on my mouse except the ability 2. It's on E. See something special. I jump with my mouse wheel down. There's nothing special in here, I guess. No. My crosshair. I used this a lot. I don't like this, but this is my way to go crosshair. I really like this. I can copy this. Like 1, 3, 2, 2, and outer lines 1, 2, 4, 3. Yeah, this is my crosshair that I play most of the time. my video settings, I play in full screen. 1600 by 1024. Letterbox or fill, it doesn't matter what you pick. It's kind of the same, so there doesn't change. A letterbox or fill, it doesn't matter what you pick. So I could play this, but there doesn't change anything. I used to play on unlimited, so I don't cap my FPS, but I guess 3 or 4 days I'm trying to cap my FPS. Yeah, just to look how it goes. If you put your graphics quality, everything on low, only in game, it doesn't really change. That's why we did the thing with the game user settings at the beginning. So we forced the game to really put everything on low. Yeah, I have the bloom on because I like if you have like this skin, look how it glows. I really like this. Or you know, other skins, they're just glowing and I like it. Stats, everything off except my client FPS, so text only. My volume, make sure to enable your HRTF. And also, please do me a favor, enable your voice chat, team voice chat, use your microphones, and be a friendly guy in your games. This should be it with my in-game settings. Okay, the last chapter. Chapter 6, recording and editing. We're starting with recording and streaming. I use simple and clean OBS Studio. I like it simple and clean, nothing special. My stream settings, CBR 5000 kilobits, keyframe interval 2, low latency and quality, profile high. For my I'm also clipping, I also do my clips with OBS. So I use as the quality CQP, CQ level 27, sec 2 interval, max quality, profile high, and my replay buffer is on 70 seconds with a RAM usage of 1.2 gigs. I didn't change something in here. Full HD, 36, 60 FPS. Nothing special. All simple, clean, and it works. For my editing, I use Vegas Pro 15. As you can see here, this is the video that you're watching right now. I can show you my render settings first. I use Magic's AVC AAC MP4 with this template. I customized it. So check this, or click this, and then customize template, and copy this settings. Full HD, profile high, 30 frames, variable bitrate, both 28 million. NV encoder if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, high performance, and CBR. You can change the audio, but for Twitter I always use 48,000 and 512K. System nothing, and on project you change the video render quality to best, and then you can render it. If you click on file, and new, this window pops up. So if you click on File and New, this window pops up, and you're gonna change the width and height to 1920 by 1080. Upper field 0 degrees. I use a 30 FPS. You can also use 60 FPS, doesn't matter. 8-bit. Full resolution rendering quality best. Motion blur type Gaussian. Deinterlaced method none. Resample mode, disable resample. In the audio tab, nothing to change. Ruler, nothing to change. Summary, nothing. Audio CD, nothing. Only this one. You can rename this like, I don't know, pool or test or something. And then click on this thing here and you can save it. That's all you're gonna have to do. So guys, we are now already at the end of our video. I had so much fun to make this for you. And if you have any questions, just ask me. I will try to answer them. And I would be very happy if you subscribe, leave a like. And with that said, goodbye, have a nice day, and see you soon.